It's all over. I'll see thee later. Toodle peep, chop chop, lollipop, adieu, cockatoo. Alright, well, just maybe a slight little exaggeration. I ain't lying, it is all over in some kind of way, and I'll tell you the news in just a second, but just to make you put a smile on your faces, I'm going to show you this really cool little story. The other day we found this little bird. Well, my mum found a tiny little chick being kicked out of its nest, probably a little runt. You know, how can you see a little chick like that and just turn the other cheek, you know? So my mum brought it here and I've been feeding it up. I've been feeding it up some kibble, some cat kibble with a bit of water. So it's not so hard. We munched it up as fine as possible. Been feeding it with a little toothpick that's just been cut at the end so it's not so pointy. And I tell you what, it's been gobbling up that cat food and turned out some right good turds as well, as you see in the video. A good turd means good health, I'm sure it does. But anyway, we've gave the little chick now, we had it for about a day and a half, feeding it every 20 minutes, half an hour. It really perked up as well. And now my sister-in-laws, mother-in-laws, a lot of long line of in-laws there, she looks after and raises birds, and she got it last night. I've told her to send me more videos in the future as it progresses, so let's hope she knows how to use a smartphone. So what's the big news, Greenthumb? Is what you're thinking? We don't care about this little bird. Well, some of you are probably saying, hey, I care about the bird. I'll let you guys discuss it in the comments. The big news is it is all over. Like I said, I wasn't lying. We're leaving, aren't we? We're leaving to Cordoba. We're leaving this beautiful house that we've been living in for 5 years. As landlord is turfing us out into the street. Look, I've got my boxers right here. He's not turfing us out. He's been as good as gold. So he's selling the property, and obviously the new owners, they'll be living in this house and the other house that's on this estate. And well, we need to go, basically, you know. And I did consider buying it myself, but just one little problem. Yeah, that little problem. So we're going to Cordoba. We've got some friends down there and we're really looking forward to being there. There's just one little thing that worries me, is it's super duper hot. Cordoba is like one of the hottest cities in Europe. It was like 52 degrees in the city last year. We're not going to be living right in the city. We're just a little bit on the outskirts. We found a house. We've just put a deposit down today. And well, I'll show you the house next time we're there. Maybe I'll do a little short or whatever, show you around, but we're not going to have any garden. So we're going to be doing a container garden. So basically the channel will be focused more on doing stuff like that, which I think a lot of you are going to find super duper interesting anyway, because how many people have got a big garden and land to do stuff on, you know? Some people, a lot of people that I know have only got a small terrace and they want to grow some vegetables and they want to know what they can do in that little bit of minimal space that they've got. So we'll be making basically a container garden there. We'll be able to do some tomatoes and try doing some composting. Maybe I want to get a worm bin and cultivate the composting worms so we can get some rich hummus and worm juice, you know, and we'll use that in our terrace garden. It'll be a little composting factory in a small area. So I think that'll be awesome content. We'll be really looking forward to bringing that out. But we're going to be moving in the next week or two. It's going to be really hard making videos for the next month or two. I'll try my best because our lives are going to be in disarray. I'm taking most of my plants with me. I'm going to try taking the dragon fruit, but I don't know how it's going to fare in winter in Cordoba. It's super duper hot in summer, like unbelievable, and I don't like the hot weather. Even here in the south of Spain, it's too hot for me now. In July and August, I have very little energy, so I'm gonna die there. But in winter, it's the other extreme. It's like 0 degrees, could even touch on a frost here and there. And dragon fruit, that's going to be pretty tough. So I might just take one dragon fruit with me. Maybe I can bring it inside in winter so it doesn't get affected by the frost. So that's the big news. Tell you what, if you're shocked, when I found out we finally were going the other day, nearly had a heart attack because I'm really settled in here. It's been beautiful living here, and especially during the lockdown, it didn't feel like we was locked down. I could just get out the house and I was boom in the countryside, even though for a lot of that time I couldn't walk anyway because I had that knee surgery. And while I've got you here, let me show you some cool stuff. My picture plant has thrown out a beautiful new picture. You got to see this. And our fig trees that we took, the suckers, they got some figs on them. Come, I'll show you. So we're just going to make our way to the little greenhouse, show you these beautiful pictures. That's on minor panthers. And that's the greenhouse. Remember, we built it. I've had to put this shade cloth on there because the mimosa broke down the other week and nearly crushed the greenhouse. Can't believe it's still standing. And let's take a little look inside. Look, it's our Monstera Deliciosa. It's doing quite well. Anybody can guess maybe what that is? Anybody have a little guess? I need to make a video on this one day. That's a little prized possession, this though. It's doing really good. Winter didn't grow a lot because it likes high humidity and warm temperatures. Winter it was about 8 degrees, 9 degrees. Had to keep bringing it inside. It's a vanilla orchid. That's what it is, but it needs to do a lot of growing before it'll produce vanilla. It needs to have about 10 meters of growth on it, and maybe there's a meter, 2 meters on each vine. 2 separate vines here. I've got 2 vines in this one as well. We'll talk about that in another video, but look at this picture right now. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful picture, isn't it? This is Nepenthes ventricosa with Lowy. It's a hybrid, very adaptable, and the picture, this new picture that's formed, is just getting more and more like Lowy. Look at the top here. If you look at Lowy, and I'll try and get a picture up for you now, it has hardly a lip, a peristome at all. So this has got a little bit because it's got its parentage from ventricosa, but so thin. But this picture's changed a lot. Completely changed from the pictures that were on here before. Obviously that one's pretty done in. This is the first pictures that have come on since I split these plants and took 3 splits from it, look, all from one plant. And it took a little bit for it to recover, but it's really recovering right now. But look at that, man. Look at the patterns in there. Isn't that just beautiful? Gorgeous, man. It looks almost looks like it's been painted. I really love it. We've got another basil shoot coming here that I might let it grow for now. And then maybe cut this vine back once this starts growing and make some more cuttings. So really cool. From that one plant I've got 3. This is one of my favourite ones. Such a beautiful plant. And here are our severe rootstocks that need a little bit of a watering, to be honest. Well, a couple have died. Maybe they got a bit too dry. I need a tray really to keep them a bit more moist. Pineapples. And we've got some more here. I don't know what type this is. I took it from a little cutting, tiny little cutting from the garden centre. I didn't manage to find, it wasn't correctly labelled. We've got this one I got from Christian Klein from Germany. This is ventricosa with Mira. It's going to be still very small pictures at the minute, but it'll end up being really nice. And this is Alta, Nepenthes elata, sorry. That's a beautiful, look at that little picture. This camera is really, really rubbish. I'll never buy a Xiaomi ever again. Never want one of those rubbish little phones. Spying on you all the time. And this is These are Nepenthes hookeriana, all little splits that I've made, which I'll flog one day when they're getting a bit ready. Getting a bit dry, leaves are curling because it's getting very hot. Humidity is very down, and well, I need to build a new humidifier for this tent. And this is Nepenthes Bloody Mary. Full of pictures. A beautiful, beautiful plant, Nepenthes Bloody Mary. It's basically ventricosa with ampullaria, and you can really see the ampullaria in it, like little tiny toilets. Awesome. Let me show you the figs on our little suckers that we took. Got figs coming on them this year. That's the cherries. Look how big they've got. Just from that last update, they've grown ridiculously big. And our peach tree, crimson peach. Got loads of peaches on it this year. Everything's looking a bit dry. Wow, look at the blueberries here, look. Ooh. Oh, really nice. This blueberry produces better blueberries, man. They were really nice and big, but the birds ate them all. Every morning, they'd be gone, eaten away. And look, these are our fig suckers. I'm going to take this one to Cordoba with me, and I'll give these two away, or I'll flog them. But I'm going to take this boy with me. Maybe I'll cut him back a little bit this year, and I want to put him in a bigger pot. In fact, I've got that pot ready for him. I like the terracotta pots, especially in this hot weather. Holds the moisture better and keeps the roots cooler, more insulated. But look at that awesome little fig growing. Really cool, very nice. They're all Brava figs too. But these figs, I don't think they're Brava, because the Brava fig normally comes on the older growth, and it's the first fig to grow. Maybe it's not old enough to grow the Brava yet. Yeah, really cool. It's a nice little tree as well. Guys, I've been working on a new video. I just showed it today, how you can use 5 natural pesticides to combat pests in your garden. I'll be editing that next week. Hopefully we can get it out as soon as possible. But I wanted to squeeze this one in first, let you know the score of what's going on. We've got a big move coming, and the channel will be taking a slightly different direction, a direction that I think you're going to find really interesting. So anyway, it's been fun catching up with you guys, and I'll see you next time.